From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Daniels Roofing, licensed, bonded, insured roofing contractor. 45 years of generational expertise, offering a variety of roofing systems in the North State. Composition shingles, metal, tile, fire-safe wood shingles, and spray foam roofing systems. An energy-saving cool roof, perfect for commercial flat roofs and mobile homes. With other companies, you may get a foreman or a salesman, but with Daniels Roofing, you get Daniel. Call today for your free estimate. Daniels Roofing, 3 generations working hard to protect your home and business.
Good evening, everyone. Well, the showers are going to be wrapping themselves up here for tonight. I expect a drier day tomorrow, but then we've got more cool and unsettled weather for the rest of the week. We'll get into that a little bit later. Let's take a look at our Kruger's Quickcast here for tonight and going into tomorrow. It's going to be chilly tonight. We're dropping down to the low 40s for most of us in the valley, 20s, 30s for the higher elevations, and we've got those 40s, low 40s here for many of us out along the coast. So getting out the door tomorrow morning, yeah, it's dry. I do expect a dry day here for tomorrow, but a cool start to the day. We're talking about temperatures upper 20s, low 30s for the higher elevations, low 40s in the valley, and even for the north coast, looking at those temperatures somewhere in the low to mid 40s. All right, so here's Futurecast. You can see a little bit of snow flurry activity for some of the higher elevations tonight, but overall, we're going to dry things out here for your Tuesday. We're going to be between systems. By the time you get into Wednesday, increasing chances for showers from west to east, which we'll get into that a little bit later on the timing of that. But for tomorrow, temperature is actually just a tad warmer. We've got some slightly warmer air moving in as the chances for showers move out. So as a result, it warms up slightly, but still below normal for this time of the year. 40s and 50s for the higher elevations, mid to upper 50s for the coast. So there's your 7-day outlook for the valley. We got off and on chances for showers. This will continue pretty much for Wednesday through Friday. Saturday is still a bit of a question mark as far as whether or not we see any chances for rain. One of the long-range forecast models, the European, for example, is showing a chance for showers on Saturday, but the GFS, the American forecast model, has us dry for Saturday. So still kind of up in the air with that one. That's the case for pretty much everyone, including Siskiyou, Modoc County, and the Eastern Mountains, but especially in particular by the second half of the weekend, early next week, we'll dry things out and warm it up here a little bit as well. All right, so here's your weather headlines. It was a cool and unsettled start to the week. I do expect drier and slightly warmer conditions here for your Wednesday, but then cool and unsettled weather here for Wednesday through at least Friday, maybe even into Saturday. Now, snow levels are going to be quite possibly as low as 4,500 feet. That's the lowest, so we're talking about maybe a mix. Places like Alturas, maybe Chester. But overall, any accumulating snow is going to be above that. And that's why I don't expect any travel concerns here with those lower snow levels. Now, the winds are mainly picking up and going down from the passage of these storms. All right, so as we go into Tuesday, we don't really have any storms moving through us. So it's going to be fairly calm with the winds. But then the next system will approach on Wednesday, and the winds pick up for some of us coming in from the south. Now, again, the winds are mainly because of these storm systems, not because it's going to be warm and dry. In fact, you can see that it's not going to be terribly dry for Tuesday, although we're down to the mid to upper teens, even some low 20s, but the winds are fairly calm. The humidity levels will start to pick up, though, as we go, especially into Wednesday afternoon as that next storm system passes through. Yes, it's gusty, but at least the humidity levels aren't that low. So we look at Futurecast. Tonight, we're really kind of wrapping things up as far as any chances for showers are concerned. And we'll be dry through the day on Tuesday. But then we've got an approaching storm system on Wednesday. And it's going to take its own sweet time getting here. You know, you're probably hearing about the chances for showers on Wednesday, but it depends on where you are. So Wednesday morning, maybe some very light showers along the coast, but a dry start for everyone else. By noon, it's slowly pushing eastward, but barely. So from 8 a.m. through noon, it pushes maybe a little bit with some light showers out towards Trinity County, western Siskiyou County, and maybe some heavier showers along the coast. But this is noon, still dry for everyone else. Then we take you through the afternoon into about 5 p.m. The main band of rain is still mainly north and west of the valley. So you'll notice we're just not seeing much in the valley or even off to the east. Now, some of that may make its way into Modoc County Wednesday afternoon, but it's not really going to be until Wednesday night that will finally push eastward. So now we have the main band off toward east. Now, keep in mind, we're not looking at just kind of this band of rain up and down this entire band. You've got scattered showers. So it's not going to amount to much as far as rain is concerned. Now you'll also notice, especially as going to Wednesday night, look at all the blue on the map. That's the snow. I mean, so we could be looking at a bit of that mix and snow out towards places like Alturas, maybe Chester. But as you get down to about, say, 3,000, 3,500 feet, most likely in the form of rain. And then it looks like more continued chances for showers for Thursday and even into Friday. So looking at the forecast rain totals through Wednesday night, you can see again, remember I was talking about it's going to take a long time to get here. And once it does, it's going to be fairly light. So we look at the valley and we're going to be looking at just a few hundredths of an inch of rainfall there and really not much more on top of that off to the east. And where are we seeing most of the rain? You guessed it, north and west. Del Norte County, northern Humboldt County, western Siskiyou County. This is where we typically see most of that rain. Why? You know why, right? It's because these storms come from the northwest, move down to the south and east, and this is something I pretty much spell out almost every time these storms come through. And that's why we see most of the rain to the north and west. Now again, I talked about snow getting as low as 4,500 feet, but you can see there's an insignificant amount of snow with this series of storms through at least Wednesday night. Lighter shades of blue, I mean, you're talking a trace to a couple of inches of snow, mainly above 5,000 feet. So again, no concerns when it comes to your travel. So we looked at the short range. We're going to take a look at the long range now to start off here. That system pushes to the east. Tuesday, we're dry. This is the approaching storm system for Wednesday, but as you can see here, it's slow to approach. So by Wednesday evening, yes, it's pushing off to the east, but the main storm system here comes through on it's not Thanksgiving, Halloween Day. That's Halloween Day and Halloween night when we expect some of that heavier rainfall to push through. Unfortunately, the heaviest rainfall will probably be here just in time for some of the early and even late trick-or-treaters, unfortunately. That's what it looks like for now. Now, Friday, November 1st, we're getting into November 1st, believe it or not, we're going to be looking at some maybe lingering showers and snow flurries in the higher elevations. Now, this particular forecast model dries us out for Saturday and really this upcoming weekend into early next week. If we were to look at the European forecast model, it would still have that lingering chance for showers on Saturday. So I'm not going to take it out of the forecast just yet. The confidence in rain on Saturday are pretty slim, but at least the confidence for scattered showers for basically Wednesday through Friday are pretty high. But again, as we go into Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, looks like it'll dry out and start to warm up. So we look at the forecast rain totals, and I got a little button happy there. Let's take a look at that again. And we're going to take a look at the forecast rain totals with just the long range for basically today all the way through Wednesday. Not a lot, right? But then as we go into Thursday into Friday, that's when we could pick up. I think it might be overdoing it for the valley. You get the idea. But could some areas in the valley, in particular the north, maybe pick up a quarter of an inch of rainfall? Sure, it's not out of the question. And once again, where's most of the rain? Yeah, up here, because that's where the storm systems are coming from. And of course, maybe a little bit more as we head off into some of those higher elevations as well. So we look at the long range. We look at the Climate Prediction Center and what is being forecast. And you can see from November 3rd through the 7th, we're getting back into a drier weather pattern. And we certainly saw that when we started to see the chances for showers diminish by this weekend and into next week. And it looks like that drier pattern may last into the first week of November. Now, the cooler weather, too, we're kind of getting closer to near normal. And when we look at the overall trend here, you'll kind of see what's going on here. Yeah, we're keeping it below normal through the weekend. But then as we get into next week, this is when we dry things out, warm things up a little bit. We're back to right around normal by Monday through really all of next week. So we're going to be looking at below normal temperatures, cool, really, and then we're back to around normal for this time of the year through a good portion of next week. So taking a look at those wave heights, yeah, by the time we get into Tuesday, those wave heights will start to lower. We go into Wednesday, wave heights are lowering, but you can kind of start to see as the next system comes in Wednesday night into Thursday, those wave heights may begin to increase again a little bit. So here's a marine forecast for your Tuesday. Your winds will be from the north at 5 to 10 knots, waves from the northwest at 8 feet at about 12 seconds. And there are no small craft advisories at this point by tomorrow. All right, so for tonight, temperatures around 40, give or take, for the valley, 20s, 30s for the higher elevations, and we're talking those low 40s for many of the higher elevations. Now, we take a look at Trinity County, and we've got those temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. Now, what you'll see here, when we look at the 7-day forecast for everyone, off and on chances for rain. We're getting a break, by the way. Everyone's getting a break tomorrow. Tuesday is going to be a break from any chances for rain. Off and on chances for rain will then continue Wednesday through at least Friday. Chances on Saturday still pretty slim, but I'm keeping it in there. All right, now we're going to take you into Humboldt County. Now, one of the things that I forgot to mention here, and I'll mention it here, is southern Humboldt County, there is a freeze warning, basically 2 a.m. until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. So if you live in the area of southern Humboldt County, just be aware of that. Maybe protect your sensitive vegetation, plants, bring them inside if you can. Make sure your pets have somewhere warm to sleep at night. But we're going to be dry on Tuesday with off and on chances for rain after that for Wednesday through at least Friday. Now, there are no freeze warnings up to the north, but it's still going to be a chilly start to the day. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s for the immediate coast, but for the inland areas, we're talking mid 60s. All right, so we take a look at Siskiyou County, and again, no freeze warnings here, but it's going to be a cold start to the day, or maybe even below freezing. But we do have those temperatures in the 40s and 50s for Siskiyou County. We take out to Modoc County, no freeze warnings there, but a cold start to the day. You're talking low 20s to start off the day. Temperature of 45 for Fort Bidwell and Alturas, 44 for Tule Lake. Out towards Canby, about 45 degrees. Eastern Mountains, cold start to the day. Temperatures mid-20s. It looks like the chance for off and on showers for Wednesday through at least Friday, maybe into Saturday. And your Valley Neighborhood Forecast brought to you by our friends at Walgamuth Painting. Your temperatures tomorrow in the mid-60s, so a little bit warmer. We're looking at about 66 for Corning, as well as Biggs up north, 66 for Redding, 65 for the city of Shasta Lake. Lakehead, Whiskeytown, right around 61 degrees. So we'll look at our 7-day outlook for Redding. And here you go. So here it is, isolated showers Wednesday, especially by the second half of the day into the evening. More showers on Thursday. That continues Thursday night into Friday. Friday still has a chance for showers. Now, I'm keeping the chance in there for your Saturday. But keep in mind, some of the long-range forecast models are completely dry on Saturday. So not a lot of confidence in that chance for showers on Saturday. But we are warming up, and we're drying things back out by Sunday and especially into Monday with temperatures back in the low to even mid-70s. By the way, yeah, it's time to start remembering that we need to set those clocks back 1 hour Saturday night or Sunday morning, whatever it is you want to do. But the clocks go back 1 hour. So just kind of remember that. That is your evening update. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and we'll be live on Coffee with Kruger at 7 a.m. We'll see you then.
Wiggly mouth.
Woggy mouth.
No.
Painting.
Wiggy mouth.
It's Woogie Mouth Painting.
It's Walgamuth Painting, and yes, we'll paint anything.